Hey, good morning, guys. It is Friday morning. Today we're about to do a day in the life. I'm a sign language interpreter at a high school. For those of you who are new, I noticed that I have several new subscribers since I was posting regularly in 2024. So my hair is gonna come down. I just have my hair up because I was like washing my face and put makeup on and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm getting ready to go to work. It is 6:30 in the morning. My car is warming up because it's like 2 degrees, child. Who come to work in 2 degrees? We could do this online. This could be an online day, but it's not. So I need to make my coffee. And so today is going to be like a day in the life. I'm a sign language interpreter, but I also have other responsibilities at the school. And so we're going to talk about how much money I earn in a day. And I know this is like a no spend year for me, but today I have to spend a little bit, but it's not for me. So we'll go through that. But first I want to let you guys know, because a lot of you guys are new and I know that you probably didn't go back and watch my older videos. So I just want to give you like an update on where I am. So I am 49 years old. I almost said 48, y'all. 49 years old. I'll be 50 this year in August. I work as an educational sign language interpreter. This is my 4th year doing it. So when I was in my 40s, I went back to school for a new career. Before that, I was working as a paraeducator or teacher's aide, definitely making less than half of what I make now. And so I decided to go back to the school because I wanted because I just was working. I've worked in group homes. I've done a lot of things, but I didn't have a marketable skill, I would say. So I went back to school, became a sign language interpreter, and then I started working at an elementary school first as a signing para, and then when they had a opening at the high school, I applied for that to be an interpreter, and so that's where we are today. And so this is my 4th year. I love it. I love the kids. It's fun. And so today, we're just gonna see what that looks like a little bit. Obviously, I can't show the kids or anything like that, but I'm gonna try to get some footage. So my salary, so every year we get a little bit of, I guess, a cost of living salary increase, which is not a lot. I consider myself a low income earner. So my salary for the 2024-2025 school year is It's $39,526.62. So I had my laptop out so I could tell y'all what it is. But that salary, that's before taxes and before deductions and things like that. But that salary is paid over 12 months. So even though we are 10-month employees, because we only work we start in August and then we, and then we're usually done before Memorial Day, the high school is. And so that is spread out over 12 months instead of 10 months. So, because somebody was asking me, well, if you make $39,000, because what I was telling them I was bringing home, or what my check was before deductions, they were like, you should make way more than that, because if you break it down, it should be more than that. It would be more than that if we only got paid for 10 months, right? Or if we only got paychecks for 10 months, but we don't. They spread it out over 12 months. So I know there's this myth that educators get paid in the summer when they're not working. They just take the money that they pay us and just spread it out so that, yes, my checks would be bigger if they only paid us during the 10 months. My checks would be bigger, but then I would be probably stuck. I mean, in many people, if you're not managing your finances well, you'll be stuck with 3 months of no income over the summer. So that's where we are. And so I'm going to try to break down what I actually make a day. And then I have some extracurricular work that I do at the school. So we could talk about that later. But right now I'm just making my coffee for my drive. This is a 30-ounce Yeti. And some of you guys don't know I drive an hour to and from work every day. There is not public transportation here in Illinois. I live in the Chicago suburbs. But the Metro, which is our like train system or whatever you call it, railroad, I don't know what you call it, but the system, like the trains cater to going from the suburbs and the inner city to downtown. It doesn't really cater to, I mean, you can go out to the suburbs or whatever, but the times are real sporadic. And then when you get off the train, there's not a bus to, like, you know, get you from the train station to where you want to go. So it really caters to city life, like Chicago and downtown and things like that. It really caters to that. So there is not a way for me to get to work except drive. And so when I can't drive, honey, we don't go. We don't go. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to just take you guys through today. A little bit of a fun day. Hopefully, y'all, none of my coworkers are absent because today I have second period free. Not free, but it's like a prep time kind of like. So I have first period PE, and then I have second period like a prep time, and then third period I team with another interpreter, and then I have fourth period class. And then this evening I'm working the boys basketball game. So the only thing is if interpreter is absent and like second period needs to be covered, instead of me having that prep time, then I would have to like sub for that interpreter. And I am not feeling it today. Like, and I don't know shade to the interpreter, and like if anybody got to be absent or anything like that, no shade to that. Because if people got to be home, people got to be home. But I'm just not feeling it today. Not feeling it today. Not today, Saints. Not today. So we are getting ready to, and this is like makeup on my coat. So y'all, when I wear this coat, it like touches my face all the time. So this is makeup. So to get it off, all I gotta do is use makeup wipes. I just didn't take the time to do it today. Ain't nobody gonna see it. What's in here? All right, so I'm going to get ready to go. Do I have everything? And I just pack my bag usually in the morning. So makeup bag, my tripod is in here, my laptop. I use my personal laptop for work because I mean, it's just easier for me to maneuver my own stuff. Have my wallet, calendar, laptop keys. All right. Okay. Let's see. I usually put my hair up because I don't want it to get caught in my zipper. So, because I ain't got time to be caught in the zipper. And so somebody asked me in the comments if I do my own hair, and the answer is yes. I do it myself because as I'm supposed to be on a getting my life together journey and not spending and getting out of debt and all that stuff, it's like I'm not gonna pay somebody to do it when I can do it. It's a simple YouTube video. A quick meandering of the YouTubes. I can figure it out, but yeah. So anyhow, it's gonna be kind of a long day because I'll probably be there till 8:30, y'all. I didn't make a lunch yesterday. I didn't pack a lunch for myself last night, so I'm going to buy lunch at work today. So we already spent it. I wish I had like a thing like cha-ching, like how much money I'm spending throughout the day and how much I'm earning throughout the day. I wish I'd be like ching, 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 but we ain't there yet. We ain't there yet, y'all. Maybe one day. So hopefully the car is warm. It hasn't snowed in a couple days, so the streets should be clear, and yeah. And you guys, I have this iPhone 16, so I feel like it makes my, what do you call it, my videos clearer, but the front camera for like taking pictures is like trash. Like I really do feel like I have to I have to actually, what is this? I have to actually, like use a different camera. Like my old phone, I don't know why this is like this. Like this is my old phone that I was like recording on all of 2024. But, in the camera, I feel like the front camera is better. But, so I'm gonna have to use this one to actually take like a picture for my thumbnail, because the iPhone 16, the front camera, like it'll look fine when you're looking in the camera, but after you take the picture, it like, I don't know what it is, but I've heard like reviews about it, like people saying that the front camera isn't that great. And I have the iPhone 16 Plus, not the Pro. So I don't know if that's a difference. But still, it's an iPhone. This is why we buy iPhones, for the camera quality. But you know what? I'll use this $80 Samsung, honey. And don't get it twisted. But we're about to go. We're about to get in the car. And I'll probably like listen to a podcast or something. But I will see you guys hopefully later during the day. I am going to try to get footage, not of the kids, but just check in during the day so you guys can kind of see what I do during the day. You won't see me interpreting because there's no way for me to set that up and try to do it unless I ask my student. And I won't. But I'll see y'all later today. Hey guys. I've been at work. My first period class is finished. It was PE. And I typically interpret for 2 students in that class, but one of them was absent. So the other student, I didn't really interpret much because they were just playing dodgeball today. So now second period, and I have like a free period, but really like a planned time. So I just pulled up my notes for my 4th period class today. So let me back up. So second period is usually my planned time, so I can plan for the rest of the day, and then or work on like PBIS stuff, which is what I need to do. And that's our positive behavior interventions and solutions. What do you call it? Task force. So I am planning our celebration for February 7th. We're going to connect the theme to the Super Bowl because that's the Super Bowl weekend. So I need to work on that a little bit. And then my 3rd period class is concert band. And I actually team it with another interpreter because on the days that we do like the PBIS celebrations and kickoffs or events or whatever, it's usually during that period. So when I can't be there, there's already an interpreter there ready to go. So that's convenient. And then 4th period, I pulled up the notes. Concert band, I can't really prep for because it's like they're playing music and the director, like just whatever he's saying, it's nothing really to prep for. But like 4th period is communications. Back in the day when we were in high school, they called it speech class. But now it's called communications, and I just pulled up the notes, but it's going to be a sub today, which means the students will be working independently. So if I didn't have the basketball game tonight, I would be out of here. Because the subs don't teach, to be clear. They read the directions, and this is what you're supposed to do, but then... So that's where we are today. But in a little bit, we're going to go down to the cafeteria because I'm about to spend roughly $102 on the children. And I'll have to just show you why. I'll just have to show you. But we'll go down there in a little bit. I don't think it's set up yet, but yeah, that's the day. So far I haven't spent any money. Oh yeah, I was supposed to try to figure out for you guys, so like what I make in a day. And I don't know how they calculate the days, right? So if I can just calculate, okay, this is how I'll calculate it. So this is how I'm going to calculate it. Y'all can help me. All right, so I have my work computer open. So not my work computer, my personal computer. So we are about to pull up the calculator. And all right, if I make $39,526, I'm not going to use the change, $26, and I'm going to divide it by 12 for 12 months, right? So that is $3,293 per month that I make. Yes, $3,293 per month. And that is before taxes, before deductions, before union dues, before insurance, like anything, right? And so if I take that amount, $3,293, and then divide it by 4, because there's 4 weeks in a month, right? That comes to $823.45 per week, right? Yep, that makes sense, because I get, before taxes, I get like $1,656 or something like that before taxes. When I bring it home, it's $1,221 per paycheck, and we get paid twice a month. So let's just go there, because I feel like those numbers are easier to work with. So if I just take, so that's all before deductions. So after deductions, I bring home $1,221, right? Stick with me. $1,221 and some change. And I bring that home twice a month. So I get that twice. So what is that times 2? That is $2,442 a month is what I bring home. And that's without working anything extra. That's not including any extracurricular activities. That's not including like working the basketball games, because all that money, that like the basketball games, volleyball games, all that is separate. And I'm saying this again for like the new people, like the people that are new to my channel. So for interpreting, I get paid through our cooperative. And that is whether I'm interpreting during the day or after school activities. So I have somebody on the cheerleading team or somebody on basketball or whatever. I don't have anybody on basketball, but for the high school where our program is housed, I usually work volleyball, which is like keeping the score. Basketball, I work the clock or the scoreboard. Things like that, right? So I get paid through the high school for that, not through our cooperative. And so for the high school, they will pay me separately in a check that I'll get at the end of the season. So all the work that I've done for like wrestling and basketball, and they'll probably put wrestling and basketball together because it's all like winter sports. So at the end of that season, I'll get a lump sum paycheck that I can put. And I think what I'm gonna do is, because I've been talking about replenishing my emergency fund, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue paying down on my car. And then when I get that lump sum check, I'm gonna take $1,000 of that and just put back into my emergency fund, so that, and just replenish it right then. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, because originally I had like an extra like $340 out of each paycheck that I was just gonna start building back my emergency fund. But I think instead of doing that, I'm going to keep paying down my car. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think that's what I'm gonna do, because I really would like to try to stay on track to pay off my car on time or in March, and save the $11,000 by the end of this year, which is 2025. And so if I take $2,442, obviously divided by 2, no. Let me go back. If I take the 1,000, let me think. So we get paid twice a month. So it's roughly every 2 weeks. So we have to work in rough estimates, because some months have 5 weeks. But for the purpose of it just being simple, we're gonna take the $1,221 and divide it by 2. So that covers 2 weeks, right? So each week I make $610, or bring home $610.50. So then if we divide that by 5 for 5 days a week, it's $122.10. So let's say So let's say for the purposes of this video of the calculations that I bring home $122.10 a day, right? So that's where we're starting it. And I wish, again, I had like a thing where I could put, this is how much I started with today. So I'm bringing home $122.10 just in interpreting for today. And that is our day. Like, we have to be here at 7:30, but we really don't start work until 8. Like, we don't start like interpreting until 8. That's what time the first class is. So 8 until like 2:30. The last class ends at 2:37. So we have to be, so technically our hours are technically our hours are 7:37 in the morning till 2:52. That's staff hours. So that's so let's just say 8 to 3, because we have to take out a half hour for lunch. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 7 hours. So divided by 7 is $17.44. So I actually make 30 something dollars an hour, again, because they spread it out over 12 months instead of 12 months instead of 10 months. It looks lower, but I actually make 30 something dollars an hour. I don't know. I don't remember, but my take home is $17.44 an hour. If we count from 8 to 3, roughly 8 to 3. So actually I make 30 something dollars an hour. It looks so little. Oh my gosh, it looks like nothing. So it looks like it feels like I make nothing as well. But for the sake of this video, I make $122.10 take home. So that's where we're starting today. That's our baseline. That's how much I'm earning just from being in the building today, no matter what my work is. Now, being a part of the PBIS task force, and that is to like, so, I like every school in Illinois or in the country are not PBIS schools. You have to apply to be a PBIS school, and there are certain like requirements that you have to do. But like, I like PBIS, and the key to PBIS is executing it well. PBIS is positive behavior interventions and solutions. So the goal is to like ward off like bad behavior, right? It's like instead of focusing on the negative, like kind of focusing on what the kids are doing good. And if we can put our energy towards that, it helps the kid like build trust with the staff, with the adults. It kind of makes them think twice about displaying poor behavior. Obviously, I mean, some kids like have impulse control and things like that, you know, but they will, you know, instead of just blowing up and leaving it, they are learning to come back and apologize, like things like that. And so it's like the positive behavior interventions. It's like, we want to celebrate you doing something good instead of just always like picking at the negative and things like that. So I'm part of that task force. And so one of our goals for this semester is to do a PBIS kickoff celebration. And so we're going to do that Super Bowl weekend, so that Friday. And so I'm on that task force. So like just sending emails, making sure that like, and we always invite the principal of this high school, and we're going to invite the director of our co-op to come. And it's just here in the classroom. It's just going to be here in the classroom. We're going to decorate it in Super Bowl theme. We're just going to make it nice for the kids. We're going to have hot dogs and other like Super Bowl party type food. So it should be a lot of fun. But so I'm doing that, and then so most of us have other work to do besides just interpreting, which is nice. It helps us build rapport with the kids and things like that. I always say, like, if you work in education, you have to want to do it because you enjoy the kids, not because the money, like all of those are going to, like, that'll never be enough. You know what I'm saying? That will never be, like, the money will never be enough, ever. right? You have to have like other reasons for doing it. But anyway, I've been talking for 13 minutes, and what I'm going to do now, I'm just gonna like go over the notes for fourth period, although I'm just going to be interpreting the directions. So I'll just go over the notes, and then I'll take you guys with me when I go down to the cafeteria so you guys can see why I'm spending $102. Maybe I can get a discount, y'all, but we'll see. Anyway, I'll talk to you. Did you eat up all the free? All right, guys, I've secured the goods. So so periodically during the year, some of the sports teams do like fundraisers. And so the Nothing But Cake fundraiser is hosted by the girls softball and girls basketball teams. So they work together, and I guess they split the proceeds or whatever. But so I guess like each cake is $6, but I guess if you buy 4, then they go down to $5. So I bought 17 cakes, so it was like $85. So whatever it was, y'all can do the math. But it was $85. So yesterday I sent out a Google form to the kids and was like, oh, what is your favorite bundt cake flavor or whatever? And so they all sent me their like what they like, and so they'll have them before lunchtime. So that'll be good for them. So I'm about to label them right now so somebody's not trying to get one that they didn't ask for. And then I have a couple kids that are absent, so theirs I'm going to just save. We're going to just put it in the fridge for them. So that's what we're doing. But anyway, that's where the money went today. So $85 for the kids. It wasn't $100. So that's nice. But I am buying lunch today. That's going to be $4.50. So you can buy like a full lunch for $4.50. And so today the staff lunch is different than what the kids get. I mean, we have some of the same stuff, like you can always get pizza, burger, or whatever. But for staff today, it's gyros. So that's what we're doing today. So let me label these cakes so that, because they go to lunch at 11, and I think it's like 10. It's probably about 10:30. Yeah, it's 10:30 right now. So I'm going to label the cakes, and then I will check in with y'all later. All right, guys, it's the end of the day. I'm getting ready to get up out of here. I got to go down to the, it's about to get dark. I'm going to go down to the gym, start setting up the table for basketball, boys basketball. Let me get this back. For boys basketball tonight. And so get my coat, head up to the gym so that we could get on out of here. I don't think I ever showed y'all the school before. I don't know if I can. Like, it's a pretty big school. I'm going to my locker to get my coat and then head up to the gym. So, hey. Y'all, it got real busy real fast. I did not get to come back on here during the game. They got super busy super fast. So I'm on my way home. So let's recap. What did I spend today? So I started the day making $122.10 for the day. I spent $85 on Nothing But Cakes for the kids. And then I spent $4.50 on lunch. They had gyros for lunch, so I got that. And then I spent $5 on a slice of pizza for dinner because it's Friday and I don't want to miss my Friday night pizza. So they always sell pizza at the basketball game. So I got a slice of pizza. I'm so tired, you guys. It's 8:30 in the evening. And I got an hour drive home. So I'm getting ready to drive home in about it'll take me an hour to get home or whatever. So I'm just waiting for everybody to clear out of the parking lot. People be whipping around these corners in the parking garage and stuff. And so what else? So that was it. I think that's all I spent today. So I'm using my phone, so I can't calculate it in my head. So maybe when I get home, I'll do like a final But then I made $90 because because I worked the basketball game tonight. So all in all, I definitely spent more than I made, I feel like, right? So 85, and then let's just round up to $5, so that's 90. And then, yeah, I don't know, I can't do the math in my head, y'all. And then like $5 for the pizza, so $95. But then I earned 90. So that leaves me, I don't know, I gotta do it. Like, so I have to like put the 122 in and then subtract the 85, subtract the 450, subtract the 5, and then add the 90. And that'll be what I'm worth for today. That'll be my net worth for the day, y'all. But I'm getting ready to go home. It is super cold. It's like still 2 degrees outside. So, y'all. So I'll do like a final wrap up and good night. I know it wasn't super like detailed or anything like that, or super long or whatever, but I just wanted to like kind of just recap the day or whatever. I wish I could have showed you more during the basketball game, but it just got busy, and the coach, he wants the clock to be like this, and the table's too close. We got to move the table back. We got to do it. Like, it's just a lot going on, especially during the boys' games. So I'll see y'all when I get home. Hey guys, it is Saturday morning, y'all. I did not come back on and record last night. I came home and I went to bed effectively. So I just want to wrap up yesterday. I need coffee. Hold on. So I just want to wrap up yesterday. I started the day with $122. I spent $85 on nothing but cakes for something we did for the kids. We actually, I can't put the picture in here because it has the kids' names on it, but we bought a cake, or I bought a cake for each of the kids, and then wrote like a compliment on it. Like, so I get to hear like all the different things that the kids are doing, like in their classes and extracurricular and different things like that. So just celebrating like little wins. That's really what it is. And we call that type of celebration an out of the blue day. So like we out of the blue celebrated you guys and they didn't know about it. And so we got one for each of them, and each one of them had their name and a compliment from the PBIS team so that they could, and a lot of the kids reached out to some of the people they know on the PBIS team and thanked them for it and different things like that. So that's showing like growth and maturity. I think people worry about with PBIS that the kids are getting all this stuff and they're just gonna start expecting like stuff, you know, but because we are tying it back to something they did, it's like they are grateful that we recognize like the good in them and not just, you know, when they display bad behavior, whatever. And our kids aren't like they don't display terrible behavior. They're just teenagers, right? So, okay, so after the $85 was spent, that brought me down to $37. I didn't do the 10 cents. So I just did $122 minus $85. That brought me down to $37 for the day. And then I bought lunch, so that was minus $4.50, which left me with $32.25. And the $122 is from my baseline pay, what I make as an interpreter for one day. And then, so after lunch, I spent $5 on pizza at the basketball game. So that brought me down to $27.50. And then I earned $90 for working the game. And so that brings me to $117.50. And so really I only lost $5 in the day. And working a basketball game, I didn't get anything extra because I worked the game because of spending, right? So it's interesting when I break it down like that, because then it's like, oh, I don't know, it just becomes a little more real. It's not like this arbitrary, oh, I'm just doing this or whatever. Oh, I'll make it up because I'm working the game tonight or whatever. Really, I came out at a loss of $5, but that is okay. I would have broke even if I hadn't bought the $5, if I hadn't spent $5 on pizza, but I also wasn't going to be home for dinner. So that's where we are. It wasn't a super, I don't know, detailed vlog or whatever, because I couldn't get a whole lot of footage, but I am going to figure out how to probably try to get more footage during my school day. Like, but anyway, hopefully you guys enjoy this vlog, little vlog, I don't know, but I'll try to get it up later today, and I will see you guys tomorrow.